Tracey, what's the latest to come from the directions hearing this evening?
Well, it's only just wrapped up. In the last few minutes, you were already on air before it came to its conclusion. I didn't hear the tail end of it, but what we have been able to gather is that all of the issues that have been raised in the past and that were surrounding the initial visa cancellation basically do not exist in this new appeal, this new cancellation of his visa and the appeal that Djokovic has now lodged. So being in the public interest and the minister having the right to do so essentially comes down to the fact that the minister considered, with all elements in play, that having Novak Djokovic in this country would give rise to further anti-vax sentiment. And that is the public interest that is being considered here. So it's entirely fresh. It has nothing to do with any of the issues that were raised in the initial cancellation.
And what options would Djokovic's legal team be considering right now, do you think?
So they raised some of the issues already this evening, and they were saying they hoped he would not be taken into detention. That has been confirmed by lawyers for the Minister for Immigration. He does have to attend a meeting tomorrow at 8 a.m, and he may be detained there. His legal representatives were asking that that not be the case, that in fact detention could be designed to be anywhere, and could it be with his lawyers so that he could at least be involved in the case. So still a long way to go, and these were only the initial discussions. Submissions will be made later tonight, so they are planning on getting through this relatively quickly.
And Tracey, the reasons given for the cancellation, as you mentioned before, how do you think they'll go down with spectators and the public in general?
It's interesting, isn't it, Yvonne, because we've heard all of these various discussions in the past week, essentially since Novak Djokovic landed, and tensions are high, passions are high, emotions are running high. People saying you should have the right to choose whether you're vaccinated or not, others saying the law is the law, the rules are the rules. We heard the Prime Minister saying that, and that there should be no exemptions. But none of those are now relevant in the particular matter of this. And so it all just comes down to Minister Hawke deciding in his capacity that he could cancel the visa simply because of public sentiment and not wanting to give rise to anti-vax sentiment any further.
And how damaging is all of this to the tournament and Australia's reputation internationally, or not damaging?
Yeah, look, it definitely is damaging, and we know that it's already playing a role with each of the players, because every time they front up or talk to the media, they're asked about Novak Djokovic. They don't want that to happen. They want to be able to concentrate on their own performance here. But the tournament itself, used to getting lots of accolades. It makes Melbourne the centre of the sporting universe for the 2 weeks that it is played. It now has this other stench around it. And of course, this is just continuing. So the headlines are not good. It's an event that normally attracts tourism. It creates business. We know that the whole economy and the whole society has been so repressed for the past couple of years. It was supposed to be this summer's coming out parade. So far, it's been anything but.
And how is the tennis community responding? We've heard a couple of comments from some of the players.
Yeah, I think they're frustrated. I think they're annoyed. You could probably compare it to the frustration and the annoyance of many people in Australia when they first heard that Novak Djokovic was coming here. So they just want to be able to get on with the business of what they do, and that is play tennis. And it's being hijacked because of this huge case. And it is huge, not just here in Australia, it's huge internationally. People are tuning in. People are wondering whether the government is being heavy-handed, or whether, in fact, the government, it's obviously working within its rights, but how genuine and how big are their concerns that somebody like Novak Djokovic being here would, in fact, incite behaviour that should not be tolerated in a country like this.
And just finally, Tracey, as we know, time is of the essence here as Australian Open starts on Monday. Can all of this be sorted by then?
Well, it looks like it might be. It looks like the legal teams on both sides have made not a guarantee, but they recognise that this is a much smaller, narrower case than the original one that was heard on Monday. And so there is some hope that we might have resolution one way or the other by Sunday.